name is Chrystalin. I'm one of the Salesforce administrators at Cloud Adoption Solutions, and I'm joined today by one of my coworkers.
Hi, I'm Lucas from Cloud Adoption Solutions, and today we're going to talk about how you can delete a user in your Salesforce. So let's go through those actions to do that. So we're going to start. We're going to go to Setup. You can type in users. Go to your users, and today we're going to delete Phil Collins. But, spoiler alert, you can't delete a user record in Salesforce. And the main reasons for that is so you have audit history, like an audit trail of what the user did, things the user created, modified, those sort of things. So we're going to take you through the best practice of deactivating a user. One of the things you can do if it's 5 o'clock on a Friday is you can freeze the user, and then you can worry about those things on Monday. So that's pretty simple. You can see the freeze button here. Just click freeze. That user is frozen. That prevents them from logging in through any application, API, user interface login, those sort of things. Kristen, you want to tell us about how we deactivate a user?
Sure. So when you get back to work on Monday and you need to go through the entire process, you can click Edit. And then the right column, go to where you have the active checkbox and uncheck it. You'll see this little pop-up, press OK, and then click Save.
Oh, we weren't able to deactivate this user. And you'll see these things a lot of times when users are in certain dependencies, what we call them. So this user is referenced in an email alert, so we need to go remove that user from the email alert. So Salesforce makes it easy. You can click the email alert link right from here. That brings us in here. We'll edit the email alert. We'll remove Phil Collins, and we'll put me back in there. Click Save. That part's done. Now we'll go back to the users, or we can actually just kind of type in Phil's name up here. And we'll try this again. So we'll click Edit. Deactivate, gives us a little warning. Click OK. Now it looks like things are happening.
So now Phil has been deactivated as a user. However, you are not done. You will need to transfer any records that are owned by the user, like their account or opportunities. You definitely don't want those to fall through the cracks on your reps. So we'll go over to this cool mass transfer tool.
Right, we'll click Mass Transfer Records. Today we're going to transfer all of Phil's accounts. You can click Transfer Accounts. When you get to this, read through this screen about the warnings and do what makes sense to fit your business process. Also, pay attention to the settings down here. You can choose for some records to not be transferred and some to be transferred. But it's super simple. We're just going to say, take all of Phil's accounts and transfer them to Lucas. You could also do extra filtering. Maybe you wanted to transfer some based on account site, billing state is more common for territory, things like that, and split them up between a couple different users. You could filter them here and do that in a couple steps. Salesforce makes it pretty easy. You can just select all the accounts you want to transfer, all of them at once or individually here. And it's as simple as clicking transfer. Takes a couple seconds. If it's a big list, it's going to take a few more seconds. And boom, all of Phil's accounts are now transferred to Lucas.
So now you can see all of them have been successfully transferred once you refresh. So thank you for joining us on how to delete or make inactive a user.
Thanks, and have a good day from Cloud Adoption Solutions.